Looking nigh on unstoppable, got knocked into losers by Siski, but still making waves in losers. But that's not what's on right now. What's on right now is Space versus TriM. Inkling, Space having somewhat of an Inkling renaissance lately, and going up against TriM, who's been on one hell of a run, taking out Rafflo and Curry Governor, both huge upsets. And he does not show any signs of slowing down. Let's get into things.
The European power-ranked Mega Man coming out with that slight lead from the get-go, powered up by the retro music as it beams straight to your ear holes and gets a nice leap shield as a defensive option to just kind of gather a little bit of space to get what he wants.
Yeah, no. Leaf Shield, very, very powerful option against Inkling's fairly steady range. Cheeky little low crash bomber there that Space wasn't expecting to connect. Gets caught out trying to find that ledge trap. But still, oh my god, the back throw with Inkon. Maybe not the best DI as well, almost getting killed early. No air dodge, but barely, just a little bit too late with that forward air. Situation's reversed now. Space has to be careful getting back on stage.
Lovely up smash, great out of shield option from TriM, and once again, use that leaf shield, gets the stage control, but Space finds the way in. A well-placed back air, deposits TriM off the side, but not quite to death, as the blue bomber lives on.
Yeah, no, that mid-air lemons just interrupting you mid-attack. Oh, gorgeous setup, covering both neutral get-up and roll there with the buzzsaw into that up smash. Gorgeously done, wasting no time, tacking on a little bit damage onto the second stock. TriM just taking the power-up of each win. Like Mega Man himself, he destroys a boss, takes a part of their power, and uses it to kill the next here at Boss Battles. Quite appropriate.
Very, very fitting name as TriM tries to fit Space into his game plan with a lovely ledge trump finding its way into a back air. That sword blade deposits into the Shoryuken, taking him off the top for a very clean second stock. Space has a bit of a comeback to make.
Yeah, 2 for 2, and immediately you see the frustration from Space. Drops down from the platform, doesn't notice the crash bomber, and gets caught out, just getting hit time after time. This is a absolute train wreck right now, and TriM is the conductor. This is just, look at him perfectly managing Space, trying to maneuver around, getting caught out by Lemons here and there. Oh my god, it went for a footstool. They went for a footstool.
There's so much of Inkling's kit which can kill here, and there are the exact options that we're seeing Space toss out, but they just need to find their mark, and the impenetrable iron fortress that is TriM is not letting them in.
No, not a single opening to be had. Just one single kill confirm off the buzzsaw. I'm sure we're going to see it get picked up in a second. Just go straight for the F smash as well. Oh man, this is absolutely clinical. TriM not looking even slightly in danger, taking their time on the ledge, says whatever, you can't make your way through your wall, and even if you do, you can't do it 2 more times. TriM fully in control, gonna have to see some serious adaptation in the next game, breaking through that grab, taking 1 stock at least, but it's not gonna be a long-lived victory.
You come down for the re-entry, TriM sees you coming in, and it takes you out like an anti-aircraft missile. The crossblade, 1, 2, you're gone.
Easy. It just looks easy. I'll be honest, I hate to do Space like that, but that was just... that's kind of how it looked like in the second game against Curry, because Curry was, when Curry played TriM earlier, Curry was like off to a really comfortable start. TriM made the comeback and was able to squeeze out the first game, but then the second, Curry just looked lost, and straight away, like, you can see the sheer determination on TriM's face right now. Just, yeah, I feel like they're just looking into the screen and just seeing every single possible habit that they can exploit. They are locked, they are loaded, they are playing possibly the best Mega Man gameplay that I've seen, at least in recent times.
See, I entirely agree, but if you know one thing about top-level Super Smash Bros., it is that Game 1 is all about the download. Space, if anything from that first game, should have been memorizing those defensive options that TriM has been using, that leaf shield, working out a way to work around it and find ways in instead. And that time, obviously, a tiny bit of chip damage does let TriM retreat to the ledge. No.
Cool. Yeah, no. I mean, like, we're at this point. We're top 32 at Boss Battle.
Yeah, he's not going to jump in that.
If you don't know to not jump out of Mega Man up air by now, like, how the hell did you get here?
Absolutely no chance he's falling for that, but Space falls nicely with an air, popping TriM out of the way, and actually finding an advantage going into this first stock. Look at that damage on the board.
Yeah, the Booyah's not going to kill Mega Man for a while, but that get-up attack is just about coming out in time to beat out the back air, and okay, just throwing out that F smash, catching the grounded approach. That's the confidence and the awareness of TriM of how Space likes to approach. Just fully like, just bang, charges it, blasts TriM in the face, no hesitation.
Not just confidence of reads, but a little word we like to call conditioning. You've noticed that every single time TriM has tried to make that approach, Space kind of gets the little jab of the 2 lemons and then takes that and runs with it. Whereas now he's using the fact that that Space is wanting to approach through the lemons instead to call out hard with an F smash.
Ooh,
and the
there we
booyah.
go, though. Booyah onto Mega Man. Not an easy character to catch with that, just because of how deceptively heavy he is. But oh my god, straight out the gate, the double back air. Not far off of finding the kill, mind you. The double dip.
Stay down.
Oh my god, 2 for the road. TriM is looking unstoppable.
The real boss of boss battles takes the form of Mega Man as TriM keeps Space down in that bottom blast zone. And the question is, can they do it again before the set is up?
Oh my, that was just satisfying. There is no word that I can use to describe that other than satisfying. Just 2 whole knuckle sandwiches. Get that down, you. Have it. Oh my god, I'm loving every second.
Space pops, trims that ledge, not taking those down airs without a fight. Obviously, still looking quite nice. 100% playing 44. This is not unwinnable for Space.
Ooh,
and with a lovely jab lock, TriM's in big disadvantage.
Oh no, this is looking so much better. That lit a fire onto Space's ass. Space, right? Like, you've had your fun, mate. You're having your fun, swagging all over me, doing your fancy buzzsaw confirms, hitting your double down air, you get your clips off, whatever. Now, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to show you how it's done. Eat that back air. And another if it needs. Ooh, down till 2. Holding on though.
Yeah, Space doing their best to ledge trap TriM and manages to make it work. That forward air, the kick, placed firmly on his head, placing him firmly in the blast zone. Even more damage and punishment coming on the board. If you see the percent in stocks, you would not believe that Space was robbed of a stock no more than about a minute ago.
No, this is looking really, really nice for Space right now. Bringing this back so hard. Going just really not content to sit down. The linear recovery getting utterly exploited. And that landing's not so great. Leaf shield though, that'll just create that bubble again. That bubble of Space. Don't you dare come in. Don't you dare interrupt my buzzsaw. I got a back air for you. Almost another down air as well. What an exclamation point on the end of that game that would have been. But still, oh my god, the parry.
Space is hyper aware of the things that TriM has already used to kill them, and they do not want to be hit by them again. You better believe if they're recovering to the ledge from bottom to top, their heart is leaping into their mouth if they see Mega Man jump off the side of the stage and start to aim his hand down.
Would have liked to see Space hold on to that buzzsaw, to be honest. Could have seen a cheeky little confirm, but it depends how confident you are with the move. But the roll in, TriM sat at the perfect spacing. Eat that F smash, the full-on buster charge comes through, and Mega Man, TriM looking like a Mega Man right now, taking Space down 2-0, blocking that comeback. That was a close call.
The win screen was something of a goddamn execution. They were standing there charging up that charge shot, hand poised, glowing with blue power as Inkling rolls up from the ledge to place their face directly in front of that beam. Oh my god.
Absolutely. This is excellent stuff right here. Space fighting really damn hard to keep this one alive, and they are still in this with a very good shout. You see right now they are not dismayed by the last 2 games. They know they've just got to make a little bit of an adaptation, and right now they seem to be doing that. Quick 82 unanswered, looking to end it quick. TriM gets the hell out of dodge, hits that high recovery, and says, "No, I'm going over here. You can eat some lemons for all I care."
Look, I said game 1's all about the download, but maybe Space has got that, that French connection. Yeah, a little bit more of a buffer room. Maybe it's the game 2 download that they were looking for, especially with this very comfortable start over TriM. Is there anything you've noticed so far that, you think Space has clocked onto that maybe they're punishing TriM with?
I mean, they're doing an incredible job of dealing with Inkling recovery. Honestly, that's Inkling's got plenty of resources, but you don't have invulnerability really at any point. There's a small hitbox at the start, but it's hard to use. Mega Man, especially with his down air, like we saw, can exploit that recovery. And as well as, like you said earlier, the conditioning, forcing Space to approach the way that TriM wants. That down tilt, though, is definitely not what TriM wants. Eat the shoes for the second time. And taking out the first stock. Finally, Space for the lead.
That they do, and it's looking like a pretty comfortable one. They're not going to die to that up air. But, once again, a download has occurred. TriM has noticed that every single time they up air Space, they will neutral air dodge, try and fall through it, and they punished it perfectly. Tossing out an up air, landing on the platform in order to rise with another hitbox to slam Space for their troubles.
Oh, up smash out of shoot gets baited. Lovely little turnaround grab, trying to get that fast fall onto the platform to extend the combo, but you're air dodging, that means you're asking for another grab. Space trying to rinse and repeat. TriM gets out of there with a buzzsaw. Oh, gorgeously timed forward air. TriM just trying to hang a little bit too high with the lemons. Space sneaks underneath. Finally, the back throw still not going to do it. Inkling's not heavy, but still holding on to the stock somehow.
Nice dash attack. We'll be putting, giving Space some nice stage control, but unfortunately that stock will be losing it with, with one of their lifelines. That neutral air dodge out of the tornado again goes punished once more. Space has to stop doing those as TriM is starting to use and abuse it. Yeah. However, lovely start taken.
Space still holding on to this lead with Vitriol. Going in real hard, giving TriM something to think about. This ain't gonna be no 3-0. You thought you had me worked out. I made it clear in our second game that I'm starting to figure you out, but TriM fighting back hard again, trying to deny this comeback. TriM and like their defensive play as well is just absolutely terrifying, especially in these high pressure situations. TriM is just like a wall right now. Space slowly but surely bleeding away that lead. And no, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Haven't seen Space find a decisive opening in a little while. Just dropping that. It's looking nervy.
Yeah, not quite. TriM retreats that platform, lands with a fair that just about clips the top of Inkling, popping them away and giving them a bit of room to breathe. Crash Bomber doing its work.
Nice. The Crash Bomber trade off the back throw. And now up smash brings things back to last stock. Good little wait there from Space to avoid the second Crash Bomber. But TriM, they've got the patience to make this happen. You see Space with the lead, but still approaching. TriM can use that.
Yeah, once again, we're seeing TriM try and find these up airs every single time that Space is even like slightly above them. They're popping them out because we actually saw during stock 2 them abusing it. As I said, watch, they should probably try and keep them in the air. No option quite there. Doesn't want to become too predictable. Uses the leaf shield to buy some time. Yeah,
and look where we're at now. Space having to commit to these rollers because they just keep approaching. They are not content to sit with this lead. And TriM using that to their advantage. This is absolutely last hit kind of situation right now. Booyah's not going to do it, and it's not even going to connect. That back throw, this ledge trap could be the swan song for Space if they do not play their cards very carefully over the next 30 seconds.
This is game point, keep in mind. If Space can take this one, we see a game 4. If TriM lands one more solid hit, then that's curtains on this set. Space obviously looking to avoid any further damage, but a power blast to the head will be taking them out and giving the set to TriM.
Oh, shake of the head from Space. They just, they really they know that they saw the red mist. They had that lead, and they kept on just sending it and sending it and sending it. And TriM preyed on it time after time after time. Just, you really have to not bother running at Mega Man, because all Mega Man wants is for you to just run at you.
Yeah.
Just run at you. Just run into my lemons, run into my S smash, run into my leaf shield. That's all I care about. And you will bleed the percent, and I will make the comeback before you even realize it.
It's a big thing you learn in these matchups with zoners that do tiny amounts of damage, is that you think you take a lemon, you go, oh, that's what, 3%? You get hit